those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Five yards remain on second down. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barnett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing,
touchdown, Cowboys! Jamal Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Boyd. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll look to throw again. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Zuerlein connects on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Play action now. Prescott. And the Raiders have got him. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott
swinging this out for Pollard.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. On third down, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baker. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw is Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
To the air again, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. 25, check 25, check 25.
From the red zone now, Prescott rolling to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baker.
And the Cowboys are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Pollard.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball,
and he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off play action. Boyd.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
and we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Looking for Campbell downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that flag.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Boyd. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Boyd. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Check safety. Check 26, check 26.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Pollard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. Accelerating, and off he goes. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing on first down. Boyd. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Zuerlein now for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Prescott on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponent any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Boyd. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Gets through and now an opening. 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys!
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Buying time to his left.
That'll be caught. It's Toney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, Boyd. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw again.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react.
And now here's another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Fighting his way through contact. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are looking as if they'll move it to 7 and 2 as they add on to this lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, Boyd. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Grady Jarrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Rolling to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing here, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game